So what do you think, man? Do you think that Dr. King would see this as a realization of his dream? I don't know, man. The dream mutated into some weird fantasy, which I think is fitting because I think that Barack Obama kind of looks like a younger Ricardo Montalban. You know, the one who would eventually play Mr. Rourke, the host of Fantasy Island. Smiles, everyone. Smiles. I don't think that Dr. King would like it that black people have created an industry that generates high revenue by sampling a bunch of music and then saying the word nigga on it a bunch of times. What I've always thought is strange is that you got so many people in the black community that see themselves as niggas. I got black people constantly emailing me to remind me that you still a nigga. And of course, what's even stranger than that is that they get mad when somebody from another ethnicity sees them as they see themselves. And they'll use the excuse of, well, you know, this is just how we relate to each other and reminding each other of who we are, where we came from. Ah, right, okay, so it's like a term of endearment. Well, you know, when black people got beef with each other and they get ready to throw down, you can hear the word nigga a lot. And when they throw that N-word around, trust me, it has nothing to do with endearment. It has everything to do with resentment. I hope you watch my video Begin Deprogramming to see what I'm talking about. I got black folks mad at me saying these white folks only like you because you speak their language. Speak the language of the white man? What in Hades is that supposed to mean? You be talking all that Republican stuff, and Republican talk is white man talk. So wait, let me get this straight. When I say that the government shouldn't be taking a percentage of what you earn, that's white folks talk. So when I say you earned all of it, and you should be the one who controls how you spend all of it, that's white folks talk. You got some that are duped into believing that spreading the wealth is good. It's good to help out your fellow man. Many of these deadbeats won't even reach into their pocket to help out their own kids. In actuality, they want to be recipients of the wealth to be shared. And of course, the Hollywood liberal elite will be totally behind sharing the wealth. Y'all, they have to make themselves look down to earth and compassionate so they can maintain favor in the public eye. Now here's another one. How is being pro-life white people talk? If a woman decides that she's going to have an abortion, it doesn't matter what the ethnicity is, that child's going to die. But in case you didn't know, Planned Parenthood has killed over 11 million black babies since 1973. That's genocide. And I don't support Planned Parenthood. Barack Obama does. So I'm not quite following on the thing about being pro-life is white people talk. How is me being a supporter of the Second Amendment white folks talk? Oppression sucks. And oppression comes real easy when the means to protect yourself are taken away from you. The Second Amendment is the in case of emergency break glass tool in case the First Amendment stops working on our government. Now I don't know about you, but I don't want to give the government full power to oppress us. Now tell me again, how is that white folks talk? Or how about this one? I believe that marriage should be between one man and one woman. Now how's that white folks talk again? I can't say any more about that or else YouTube will ban this video too. Now the Ku Klux Klan was a terrorist fraternity founded by the Democrat Party to discourage the abolitionist Republicans. Now even though it was the Democrats that founded the KKK, the Republicans and the Klan are often associated with each other because they're both anti-communism. Y'all, I gotta tell you, communism is bad news, and that's exactly where these liberals are taking us. The Klan don't like communism, and dang, I don't like communism either. But guess what? I like the Klan even less. But we all know that even a broke clock is right twice a day. I do not agree with or appreciate the KKK's ideology when it comes to the ethnicities. I don't like ethnocentrism, period. I don't dig white power, black power, brown pride, Asian stir-fried, man. I don't care. I don't like any of that stuff. But you know, Dr. King, he wanted us to find common ground. Dr. King was about unity, but you got these liberals who have twisted his message and turned it into something called diversity. Dr. King knew that what was important was unity beyond diversity. Now I get blessed with a lot of friends requests and subscribers. Thank you all, by the way. But look here, I don't get to investigate everybody who links to my channel. I say this because I got black people accusing me of having white supremacists linked to my channel. Well, America, I want to ask you something. Which one of these would be closer to Dr. King's dream? A white supremacist who saw my video, heard what I had to say, made a determination about my character and looked beyond my skin color and said, you know what? I'm gonna link to this dude. Or electing Barack Obama for president just because he's black. Let's see what's going on YouTube today. Oh, what's this? Another one of them niggers putting up in them videos. Let's see what this crap is. Oh, dang. That actually makes some sense. Hey, Skeeter, come here and take a look at this. Skeeter, come here and take a look at this. Man, Skeeter, get off your sister for a second, take a look at this, huh? Okay, you want to explain to me how this is more interesting than humping my sister? Shh, just listen, man. Huh. I'll be damned. Yeah, he's actually kind of smart. Yeah, he is. I didn't know that those black folks could be so smart. Man, I keep getting this urge to jump up and shout amen, but I can't. He's a black You mean he's a nigger, don't you? No, I mean he's a black man. Right. A black man. I mean, he doesn't act and sound like he's supposed to act and sound, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, man. It's like he's articulate. I believe the word you're looking for is articulate. That's what I said, articulate. No, you didn't. Good Lord, man, this guy here speaks a lot better than you do. The word is articulate. You're over here talking about tickling somebody. Well, I'll tickle you, no you won't. I'll tickle you right back. Oh, not if I tickle you first. Come here. I just trip out on that, man. These white folks only love you because you say what white folks want you to say. Come on now, y'all. That can just as easily be applied to Obama. Obama was elected because he said all the things that white folks wanted him to say. And real quick, what's so sad, y'all, is that right off the bat, Barack Obama doesn't know anything. Oh, dog, what's up with your boy Blago, man? Psst, I don't know. I don't talk to him. Well, hold up, man. We know you was hollering at your boy just a little while ago. Man, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about that. Barack Obama claims that he is ready to put his finger on the pulse of the free world, but doesn't even know what's going on in his own backyard. You're right when you just went on attacking Obama and he wasn't even a president yet. Y'all tried to destroy Sarah Palin and she wasn't even running for president at all. But she was a heartbeat away from the presidency. John McCain could have died. Well, considering that you have these numbskulls that think about assassinating Barack Obama, you don't think his presidency might not last as long as John McCain's would have? Now here it is, you got Barack Obama trying to align himself with Lincoln somehow, as if that's a good thing. I say that because you got a lot of people in the black community that claim that Abraham Lincoln never cared about freeing the slaves. Of course they don't want to give him that credit because Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. We can't have a Republican freeing the slaves. There has to be something to it. What's your angle, Lincoln? Y'all slavery meant big money. And being that the buttholes who owned them didn't have to pay them for their labor meant more money. Black people weren't even considered human, which meant it was okay to kill them. Now how does that make you feel, my black people? And may I remind you, it was that same ideology that gave rise to Planned Parenthood. The child in your womb is not human and therefore can be killed with indifference. However you want to interpret Lincoln's motives, hey, that's all on you. All I know is that Lincoln risked political suicide, economic suicide, sacrificed a multitude of lives, and the aftermath of that were freed slaves. Now, if you want to interpret Lincoln's motives differently than that, then you do so only to maintain hatred between people. I can't claim to know all about Lincoln's motives any more than you can. The difference between you and I, though, is that you seek to interpret Lincoln in a way that keeps people divided. I seek to interpret Lincoln in a way that helps to bring us together. The Civil War, the Civil Rights Act of the 1800s, the Civil Rights Act of the 1960s, the ending of segregation in the military, the ending of segregation in the schools, all led by Republicans. It has been the Republican Party that has been in the corner of the black community, and it has been the Democrats that have been cornering you. I got to see a screening of the film Wallace, right? Good flick, y'all. It stars Gary Sinise and Angelina Jolie, and my man gets to rub up against her a lot. Long movie, but it's good though. I know it was good because not once did I think about having to go to the bathroom despite how long it was. Now for a movie made for DVD, that's good. But you know what? George Wallace apologized. But despite that, you still got a whole bunch of people saying, we want an apology, man. Who do you want an apology from? And for what? Those white people who did all those evils are dead and gone. And the ones that are still alive can't do nothing now. You want to say that white people of today are benefiting from their slave-owning grandparents? I swear these people who are still booty aching over this make the black community look like the biggest punks on the planet. Dang, man, you really need to ask yourself, why do you give white people so much power over you? You will get no argument from me that what white folks did in the past was bad, real bad. And I myself wouldn't mind being the administrator of retribution to the white folks of that day. But y'all, I am not going to be a part of holding a generation of white people responsible for what another generation of white folks did. Now this thing about George Wallace brings to mind this whole thing about the Southern strategy. You have people that were leaving the Democrat Party because the Democrat Party were becoming too much of a bunch of nigger lovers. So we're going to go over here with the Republicans. Y'all, that don't even make any sense. Y'all, why would these bigoted Democrats leave their party just to go join the Republican Party given the track record that they had? A track record that even led Dr. Martin Luther King to register as a Republican in 1956. Martin Luther King was never a Republican, never! Whatever you want to believe, man, fine. He was a Democrat. You're still angry. Knowing Dr. King was a Republican makes me pretty happy. Now, as I was saying about the Southern strategy, another reason why it doesn't make sense is why would bigoted Democrats leave their party to go join the Republicans only to lead the vote in getting the Civil Rights Act passed? Y'all, the only strategy to the Southern strategy is Democrats making sure you stay prejudiced against Republicans.